Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, July 10th. Oh, I have to button up
Hump
a little
day.
bit. Hump day! What's happening? I am with Shawn Layton and Jimmy Hendrickson. You want to say Jimi Hendrix, right? Because that's what I want to say.
What everybody wants
Jimmy
to say.
Hendrickson from CFL, the Homeboys. Super excited to have them on the show. We're going to be talking about branding and kicking ass and being bold and all sorts of fun stuff. So let us know you can hear us or see us. Rebecca Fernandez is on, Jennifer Holt's on. Give us a heart and a thumbs up because that's the most important thing. As much as I love talking, Nesper's on. What's up? Oh, heart. I'm terrible at hearts. How does that do?
Heart.
Mine heart looks like it's dying. But give us a thumbs up and a heart or something and say, hey, Ted, hey, Shawn, Beth, like everybody's popping on. All right, so we got one. We got a heart. Thank you.
There you go.
Only because I did one show once many moons ago and they couldn't hear us the whole time. Except for my deaf contingency, God bless you all, and you watched the entire show, which was awesome. So Shawn and Jimmy have been on the show before, but that was in a different iteration. They had a different world. They had a different branding. They were different people then. I don't know what we're sharing right now. But welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so they all like to know, even though you've been on the show, a little bit of history. So give them a little background on you guys and then maybe how you came together in this wonderful marriage of real estate and relationships and all that good stuff.
We were both executives with the corporate world. I was with Macy's for 10 years. I did visual merchandising and interior design for their stores. Traveled, opened stores, set Christmas.
You did a lot of traveling.
I did a lot of
I
traveling.
remember.
And I'd set Christmas up, in Jersey City and New York, and we moved from Brevard to Orlando about 5 years ago. And Jimmy was?
I was a customer service manager with Publix for 17 years.
Yes, that's what it
Yeah.
is. Why did I knew I was thinking about pub subs when you came in.
Started out there in high school and made a pretty good career out of it.
Yeah.
So you make a good career. How did you two meet? Because you're a team, but you're a team on many levels. You're in a relationship. You're business partners. You do all this stuff together. You're the Homeboys together. How did that come together?
So initially, you want drum roll.
Drum roll, tell us.
Drum roll. We met on MySpace. What?
Hey kids, do you know what MySpace is?
I joke all the time there's going to be a day where we say that and they're going to go, what's
It's literally
MySpace?
just as funny as
If you don't know what it is, Google it.
Google MySpace, and then go find on MySpace Shawn Layton and Jimmy Hendrickson.
Oh my gosh, we probably still have.
All of us still have a MySpace.
Anyway, so we met, we fell in love, we divorced MySpace and inherited Facebook.
Facebook's good.
Yes.
And it's been good for you guys.
Yes, it has.
All right, so you are in retail, corporate, basically corporate retail. I mean,
Right.
Macy's and Publix. This is shopping is a pleasure.
Right.
And then you decide to dive into real estate. Who was the first one to say, hey, let's do this?
I think it was me.
Yeah.
I had talked about it for a long time, even when we lived back over in Brevard, so at least 5 years before that. And, you talk about it, but doing it is actually completely different. So we talked about it for a good year and then just decided to go ahead and do it.
And so you made the leap, and it was
Yeah.
the dream of your lifetime. You made 7 figures the first 6 months. That's what everybody thinks. They think that you make this leap, and then all of a sudden, hello, I own a mansion.
And I think that's what really helped us going into it. We knew we were going to have to work really hard. We knew we were going to be without income for at least 6 months. And we knew the challenges that were in front of us before we decided to jump into it. So I think that's what really helped us to succeed.
And so did you have a branding? So let's talk about branding a little bit because that's part of the show. Be bold, branding's my idea. But
Be you, be bold, kick ass.
yes, kick ass is
Yeah.
my favorite part of this whole topic. But so did you have an idea about your branding in the beginning? Did you guys do separate branding? Did you decide that you wanted to be like a group, like a team?
I think that's where my creative background came in. I knew the power of having a brand coming from Macy's. So they're all about the brand. They're all about the big red star. They're all about, collaborating with other brands to support the business. So that's really where my focus came from. We need a brand, and we want that brand to help build our business. With the help of social media and collaborating between the two of us, we came up with the Property Boys. The Property Boys kind of took off, and it went much farther than we anticipated for our first year. We were known for our open houses. We're known for our promoting and advertising and marketing, and all of a sudden, we kind of became a name within our circle, and it took off from there.
Well, it's got a good flow to it, right?
Totally.
So the Property Boys,
right?
And then when did you introduce the bow ties?
The bow ties.
I love it. I think people underestimate the value of having and I don't want to say it's a prop to minimize it. I mean, it's like
gimmick,
a gimmicky prop, but
yeah.
it works because it's real and it looks good.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you all decide on that? And then did you know that it would take off the way that it did? That's what I think of when I think of you, by the way.
I'll answer this one. So, everybody that knows us knows that I'm the quiet one. Shawn's the loud, exciting,
Obnoxious.
loves attention. I hate it. So he had the idea of getting, he saw the bow ties and was like, let's get these. We'll wear them at closing. We'll do a fun video, whatever, at closing. I'm like, okay, that's great. Well, we start wearing them and getting all this attention from them, and Shawn decides, well, we need to wear these
Every day.
every day.
You better wear them to bed, Jimmy.
So, and it's really like you're in the grocery store or you're in a store anywhere and you're wearing it, and somebody just asks you, oh my God, those bow ties, where did you get them? They start asking you all these questions about them, and at some point, real estate is brought into it without even really.
Instant conversation.
Isn't
bringing
that
it
the
up.
best,
It really is.
though? It's
So-
this passive way to get
Yeah.
people involved in a conversation.
And it's different. Your brain is always trained to look at things that are different. So the bow tie automatically pops out at everybody that walks by.
And it's not just any bow tie. So if you guys can't tell, these particular bow ties are wood.
Yes.
And they're just beautiful. Like if you could see them up front, I think they get a good camera view. The lighting's good in here. They're 3-dimensional. I don't know how else to describe it. Like it's got this awesome feel to it, and you know them by those bow ties. This is something you bought at Kmart. Are there still Kmarts? Walmart. I don't know. This is something that you guys specifically utilize. And
Yeah.
do you have different ones every day? I'm going to have to ask.
We have about 20 of them.
Nice.
Yes, we do have a collection, and the collection is growing. Our mindset is my mindset was
Not yours, Jimmy.
No.
what better way to show your self-expression and promote your brand at the same time is through something visual that people see. Your first interaction, your first emotion, your first connection. That's really what people want to get out of you when they first meet you. So that's kind of where we were going.
Well, and I feel like part of the Be Bold part of the
Yeah.
show title, that is a bold statement. Like, people know me for my jackets, right? Or
Right.
my crazy, I don't know, whatever the heck I wear. Maybe my shoes. It could be, but mostly my jackets because they see me. So it has to be bold. It can't be. I don't want to be
Right.
known for boring gray jackets.
Yes, 100%.
They don't want to be known for boring Kmart,
Yeah.
which doesn't exist. 7-Eleven, bow ties. They
Right.
want to be known for something bold. And I
Yeah.
think when you take that leap and you create the brand around it, you get the response that you did. So how difficult was it to change from the property? What was it? Property Boys
Yeah.
to the Homeboys, and tell them why you had to take property out of there.
Okay, Jimmy.
It was pretty easy. I mean, it was a lot easier than I think we both thought it was going to be.
Why'd you have to take it out?
We had to take it out for state law
It was a
reasons.
compliance thing,
yes.
right? A law.
Florida has changed their advertising rules for real estate agents
And teams.
and teams. You're no longer allowed to use certain words in your team name. So property was one of those words.
Which is crazy because
Yeah.
what do we do as real estate professionals? We work with properties. It's just so
And we
funny.
understand both sides. Like, we get
Yeah.
it. We know that there's a lot of confusion out there with consumers as to who is the broker and who's just a licensed real estate agent. So we understand the reasoning for it, and we are there to support it, and there's nothing really we can.
So was it easy? Was the process easy to change from the Property Boys to the Homeboys?
I would say it was really, really easy. Actually.
Was it? Okay,
yeah,
good.
for us it was. I mean, there was a lot to do, obviously, and a lot of different moving parts. But we partnered with Brandco to help us remarket and rebrand, do our website, do our logo, do everything. And Ken Granger and the Brandco team were amazing. They helped us every step of the way. And they created something super special. And it was just awesome to collaborate with their team to make that come to life.
I love that.
Yeah, it was
and so
awesome.
you picked, did you guys have to discuss the Homeboys at all? Or
Yeah. Oh, we had a list of names, and the thing is, we were thinking
was a
about
battle.
names over a period of a year
Yeah.
once they announced and finalized everything. It just went into effect this year, July 1st. So we were thinking about it since last summer. We knew we were going to have to change Property Boys, and the funny thing is, Homeboys was one of the first ones that came up, and I was like, I hate it. I hate it.
Why did you hate it?
I don't know. It didn't click with me. I couldn't see the vision yet. I couldn't see the marketing or the direction we would go in. But over a course of the year, I'm like, this is actually something really cool and really special. So once I started to kind of put some marketing and some a logo and advertising and kind of brainstorm a little bit, it all came to life. And
love
Brandco
that.
was the one that really kind of helped us push us in that direction.
I love that you utilized, I think a lot of people try to do everything on their own. And so you may have this amazing idea, but why not tap into the people who do this all the time?
Right.
I talk about this. Like,
Yeah.
if you're investing in your future, you're trying to really brand yourself, and you're not a branding expert, maybe you want to include someone in, and it's not as expensive as you think.
Right.
So I don't want
It really
you
wasn't.
to think that you price yourself out of things, because I think people have a great idea, but they have no idea how to put it into motion.
Right.
You guys obviously came up with the name, so what do you do next? It's great to have somebody to bounce ideas off, a
Right.
professional who does this all the time.
And they work with so many other professionals that they see who's doing what. They know they can kind of direct you in a way that you're not conflicting with anyone else. And they see what works and what doesn't work on a daily basis.
Right.
We don't. So they were really able to kind of guide us in the right direction with that.
So did Jimmy go kicking and screaming, or did he like it in the beginning?
I loved it.
See,
it
that's
was
good.
one that I wanted to go with, and we kind of battled back and forth, and then
A lot.
finally, I think once we both saw the logo and saw the direction that Brandco thought we should go, is when we both really were bought into.
Isn't
it.
that amazing how a company like that, I had somebody do a Ted's Community logo, and I didn't give them anything. I just said, go look at my pages, which need help on a million different levels. And I said, please come up with something that's clean. I just gave them a basic,
Right.
I just needed to be clean.
Right.
And they came up with this beautiful logo, which we're launching in a couple of weeks. It's clean, it represents me. I'm amazed that people can do that, but that's what they do for a
Right,
living.
right.
I do mortgages, they do real estate. We're not branding experts. Now we're learning as we go, right? So we're learning what to do, and we're learning how to capitalize on the branding that we've paid for. But that doesn't mean that I could create another brand for somebody else. I
Right.
want to leave that to the branding people. And I think a lot of people get caught up and think, well, I can do it all. And I think that's a huge mistake. So where did the kick-ass part come in? What are you guys doing to kick ass?
The kick-ass part came from when we first started real estate. We just kind of, head first, feet first. We just ran with it.
Because you took a risk, right?
We did,
Yeah.
huge risk.
Because you were both in jobs that probably had benefits. It was a regular salary. You knew what your paycheck was. You knew what your vacation days were.
We
and
had
so
a
you
lot to
take this.
lose.
You had
Yeah.
a lot to lose.
Yeah. So we didn't have an option to fail. So knowing that and being fortunate enough to have the resources to kind of sustain ourselves for 6 to 8 months, and questioning every single day whether we're doing the right thing at the same time.
What was that like? Who was the biggest questioner, you or Jimmy?
Oh, I think we both.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
Are we doing the right thing? Are we doing it right? You know, not knowing anything about the industry, you know, going into it other than what we've kind of researched a little bit. And then, you know, surrounding ourselves with a network of people that have been in the business for a long time and are super supportive, like Keller Williams at the Parks. And we really wanted to make sure we're doing all the right things. And they assured us you are doing the right things. You may not feel like you know what you're doing or doing the right things, but
Sure.
trust us, keep doing what you're doing, and it'll pay off. And that's what we did. That's
And
the
so how
kick-ass
has it
part.
been? I was telling you guys earlier off camera that I loved the picture. You posted it all over social media of you guys. It's you guys holding hands. It's
Yeah.
just, there's so much synergy in that picture. How did you choose that picture? And then remember, did you take the pictures yourself?
No, we didn't.
Guys, you want to find somebody who could take pictures. I don't know what to tell you. I love the selfies, but I mean, is this really the shot you want?
We partnered with Orlando Real Producers and Aaron Luden and his photographer, and they actually took the pictures of us for one of the Rising Stars articles in, I think it was May. For May, and we were featured as one of the Rising Stars of Orlando, and the photos came from that article, and we were able to use them.
And you won an award. You won an award at the Orpies.
We won Social Media Marketer of the Year.
Woo!
Yeah.
We
How
also
could-
won.
I was going to say there's two, right?
Yeah, and then Keller Williams honored us with Rookie of the Year, our first year.
So how does that feel? So a lot of people will come on the show. I mean, I talk to them afterwards because I think it's BS. Awards do feel good, and you're allowed to feel good about them. I want you to stop thinking that it's not okay, that it's not a big deal. It doesn't mean that it impacts your checkbook. Is that such even a word?
Right.
Your wallet. We'll go with wallet. But it's okay to feel good about it. Why wouldn't you feel good? You're putting all of this work in, and to be recognized by your peers, by the industry, is a good thing. So when you get these awards, what do you do when you're like? I had so much fun at the Orpies, which is the Orlando Real Producers Awards. I forgot what Y stands for. Aaron's gonna kill me.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Orpies. I think he just added the Y for fun.
We can't call it Orp.
We can't call it Orps, not the Orps. It's just such an honor to get those awards, and then you're like, all right, I get a little bit of validation. Because we all need it. Don't pretend you don't. You
it's
need a
the
little bit.
recognition.
You want some recognition.
Well, the best part, it was from our peers.
That which is amazing,
Yes.
right? It was from our peers, and so you're up there, and you're like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I actually connecting, which was my award? Are you doing the social media the way that you should be doing the social media? And how cool is it to get a group of your peers to say, you're doing it?
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. Is that your sole motivation? No. But is it a good thing to have kind of in your little backpack? Yes, you want to have that kind of stuff. I want to encourage you guys to stop feeling bad about the awards you get and stop minimizing them, because they're good. Makes you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We're super proud of our accomplishments. We're super proud of being recognized for the hard work that we put in, and I think that everybody should be recognized. And we should inspire each other to strive to be more, do more, and make a bigger impact. And get recognition and awarded for that. So, yeah.
And remember, we're doing it because this is our normal thing. We're not doing it for the recognition. And I think that's where people get kind of caught up in the, oh God, I just want to win this award. Well, if that's your goal, yeah, I feel really bad for you. And I feel sorry for you a little bit in your business plan. That's not our goal. Our goal is to be successful in our business, take care of our clients, take care of the people who we work with, and that's really to me, that's the most important thing. And I know for you guys too, you care about every buyer and seller that you work with.
We are, focused on creating a stellar customer experience. That's really what it's about.
All right, so have I missed anything on the list? We have a list, by the way.
I have a list of things I want to talk about.
As you should.
So, let's see. Rebranding, staying true to our vision, which I think we've spoken to. And then Rookie of the Year, Social Media Marketer of the Year, giving back. And on a level that's local to our community, and that was very, very important to us going into real estate. We wanted to give back and get involved. Not only give back to our clients and create this amazing customer experience, but give back to our community as a whole. And after the Pulse shootings, that really kind of catapulted us into wanting to go into business for ourselves and give back on our terms rather than for a large company.
Sure.
Because we were so passionate about that, we knew there were a couple organizations we wanted to get involved with. One was Come Out with Pride. I've actually joined the Come Out with Pride team this year as their sponsorship chair. And so far, we have raised about $200,000.
That's amazing.
That will, be able to support the event and give back to the community. And our goal is around $300,000. We have lots of big sponsors, but we also want to focus this year on the small businesses that are surrounding downtown in Lake Eola, and we want them to be a part of it too. So if anybody, plug. If anybody
wants, baby, go ahead, plug.
If anybody wants to or is interested in sponsorship or being a part of something huge for this local community, the Come Out with Pride community,
or knows of
anybody, reach out to me because I can send you in the right direction or I can give you all the information.
Why is that important? Why was that an important thing that you guys wanted to do? Were you raised in a household where giving back? I'm always curious about this. Were you raised in a household where giving back was the norm, or is that something you had to learn?
I would say a little bit of both. I was raised in a household where you treat others the way you want to be treated, and just do something good. Growing up, I wanted to do something bigger than me.
Amen. I get it. I agree.
I want to make an impact, and I want to kind of leave a legacy. I want to try to leave a legacy, no matter what that is. So I would say that's a huge part of it. Come Out with Pride has always been a great organization, I think, that supports our city, our community, brings a lot to the area. And being with Macy's, I was actually the Pride chair at Macy's, working with Come Out with Pride. Nice. And that's how I transitioned into Come Out with Pride after I left Macy's.
And how about you, Jimmy? Did you grow up around it, or did you learn it?
I think it's a little bit of both. My parents always taught me to treat people, just like Shawn said, the way that you want to be treated, and to support the community that you live in. We all live here. We all, I don't know about you, but we all love Orlando.
Love it.
What we stand for, and I think it's up to us to make the community better than the way.
And don't stop getting caught up in the money.
Yes.
Your time. They're doing a lot of time. It's a lot of. That's a big donation too. Your time. So if you don't have the cash or the money in your checkbook/wallet, bank account, why not get involved? What they have done is they've enmeshed themselves in it, so they're a part of it, right? So let's say I don't have the time for that. I have 20 kids. I can't.
It's really easy to say that.
You can make the time. Believe me, you have a resource that's valuable, and that's what I want. I want people to stop thinking about the fact that they don't have the money in their bank account, that they actually have amazing resources that you can contribute. All right, did I miss anything on the list?
One Pulse Foundation. I wanted to talk about, with Come Out with Pride, One Pulse Foundation, and One Orlando Alliance. We actually just went to New York City World Pride, and we had a monumental opportunity to march in the parade as part of the Enterprise group.
Awesome.
I don't know if you knew this, but Orlando has submitted a bid for World Pride here in 2026, and it will be the 10th year of the Pulse shooting.
Wow.
We think that's a very good case to make to hold World Pride here. So we're trying to kind of, organize and rally the troops to see if we can actually do that. Have the city support that many people. There were 5 million extra people in New York City for Pride this year because of World Pride from all over the world. And we want to put Orlando on the map too, and try to support our worldwide community at the same time. So our parade and festival is October 12th. So again, if you're interested in anything Pride, just let me know.
October 12th. It's an amazing
Right around the
day.
corner.
The whole thing's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Trust me, you really do. I love it. I think it's awesome how our city comes together. I mean, we are definitely one of the most amazing cities for inclusion and diversity and how we handle things. And super proud to be an Orlando resident for sure, part of Central Florida.
And that was an amazing feeling being in New York, and we were wearing our "We Will Not Let Hate Win" T-shirts, and people coming up to us, walking down the sidewalk, saying they remember what happened.
Wow.
And that they support us.
Yes, it
and
was awesome.
Felt really good.
I would cry.
Yeah.
I would probably
for
cry
sure.
all the time. All right, so before we head out, of course, we're going to share all of Jimmy and Shawn's contact information, how you can get involved with Come Out with Pride, how you can learn more about the Homeboys.
Central Florida Homeboys.
I got you, the Homeboys.
Formerly known as the Property Boys.
You're like a Prince, formerly known as Prince. You want to reach out to them. They're super involved in the community. I mean, if you have some real estate needs, don't you want to reach out to these guys? This is the best part about the show is you get to see them before you engage them, which is great. All right, so we've changed up a little bit on the last question for the show. We used to ask if you have any parting words of wisdom, and it's time. It's almost 2 years in August, and so we want to change it up just a little bit. Mentors are super important, and so we've started to ask the guests on the show, who was a mentor that impacted you and why? Somebody that changed your life, changed the trajectory of your life, even showed you some kindness. It's amazing how people will tell their stories because immediately your mind goes to somebody. I don't care who you are, you think of somebody immediately. It may not be the last person you choose, but it's the first person that comes to your mind, and we all have those people in our lives. Thank God. All right, so you guys tell us, who's the mentor you think about and why?
I think we have actually the same mentor, and he helped us get into the business, run our business, and grow our business. He's also a personal friend, and it was a random encounter when we were in real estate school. We were getting coffee. His name is Don Harkins. He's standing behind us, and he overhears us talking to the barista about how we're about to take our real estate exam and so on and so forth. And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm with Keller Williams. Do you want my notes? Do you want my notes from the class?" And from there, he kind of changed everything we knew and learned about real estate. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Totally.
Isn't that awesome that so the whole point of asking that question is, first of all, for you guys, that we want to express gratitude, right? So the whole show is about gratitude, trying to give people the credit, and we sometimes don't get to do that. So I'm going to encourage everybody to do that from now on, because we can all think of someone. I can think of a lot of people who changed my life. Like, we have life changers. We all have life changers, and so let's give them the kudos. And he may know that or may not know that, but isn't that cool that you got to say it out loud? We got to say it publicly, and I love that. I want more people.
The cool thing is we're still friends. We still talk on a personal and business level all the time. He's always there for us, whatever we need, and he's just amazing.
Don Harkins, we're gonna tag you later. I think we're friends on Facebook. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are always a joy. Reach out to Jimmy and to Shawn. Reach out to the Homeboys, Central Florida Homeboys, and we tag the page. We'll tag it later. Thanks, guys, for coming on.
Awesome.
Be bold, be brave, and kick ass.
Yes.
Right? Amen to that. We love you guys. We'll
Bye.
see you back soon.
Bye.
Bye.